All right, guys, I can't believe this. This is my third episode of The Hat Trick. Welcome. I'm Paul, also known as Paulie, if you subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Super happy to be here. Super happy to introduce you to some hats. I hope and pray that you get some benefit out of this. I wish there was more like this. There's some great ones out there now, but I wish there was more like this when I started to get introduced to the hats, so I could have made some decisions on what I did and did not want to purchase, and what the looks and feels were like. Again, the hat that I start with and finish with in my episodes is my teaser hat. It is one that I will introduce you to in the next episode. And this one is probably one that you're going to want to know a little bit more about. So stay tuned in the next episode and I'll introduce you to this. Thank you for the feedback. Aunt Ox was kind enough to give me some really good feedback at my request. And I appreciate it to no end, brother. And I'm going to try to incorporate some of that in what I do here going forward. So thank you. I appreciate that. I also appreciate all the comments that you guys have shared with me. It means a lot to me. And somebody even asked, what is a hat trick? Well, if you're not a fan of some sports, you may not know. But a hat trick is it's when somebody scores 3 goals or 3 points in a game, such as hockey. You can also get a hat trick in soccer, bowling, and I believe cricket. So they are not common, but they're not uncommon either. And in hockey, it's when a player gets a hat trick, it's not uncommon for people to throw their hats out onto the ice. Now, there is no way in hell that I am going to throw any of these hats or the hats that I'm introducing you to in these episodes out on the ice, but it is something that happens in the sport of hockey. So that's a hat trick. This is the hat trick. Let's get on with it. All right, let's do this. This was my teaser cap from last week, and I'm here to introduce you to the Peaky Hat Dark Horse. This hat I had on my wish list for quite some time, and as soon as they came out with the Garrison Solo, man, I had to add this onto that order and make sure that I had it. So obviously I've only had it for about a week, but boy, does it make a bold statement when you put this on your head. It's made from a black tweed. I would say it's a brushed tweed. It's super soft. The Peaky Hat razor blade, if you choose to keep that on there. It has a satin liner. It is not a quilted liner, although the tweed is going to keep you warm anyway. Could almost wear it year round, depending on where you live. I probably would not don this on a super hot summer day, but this hat just makes a heck of a statement. It does have some drape and some flop to it. So if you're not a fan of that, this may not work for you, but man, it's a great newsboy hat. I love the way it looks. I love the way it falls on the head and the way it kind of complements the person who's wearing it. This hat normally goes for $68, but right now Peaky Hat's having a sale, and I believe you can pick one of these up for $57. Man, do it. Get out there and snag one of the Dark Horses by Peaky Hat. You will not be disappointed. All right, guys. Second hat in the hat trick this week. There's already been some reviews on this, I know that, but I just want to give you my 2 cents on it. I think it's a great hat. I'm a bit of a history buff, so I like some of the history that's folded in and woven into this hat. But here it is. It's the Guinness Gilroy edition, a flat cap, patch cap that they came out with. I still have my label on there, by the way, which I'll take off eventually when I leave the house with it. But this is a beautiful patch cap by Boston Scally. It's the Gilroy edition. The Gilroy edition is a toucan who was introduced in ads for Guinness that I believe started in 1935. So some of these ads in here are great. I personally love the one with the knight. If you don't know that one, look it up. It's kind of a fun one. I think I have a magnet like that one out on my beer fridge in the garage. But this is the Guinness Gilroy edition. It's the second Guinness release that Boston Scally did. Makes me believe they might actually have a line of Guinnesses that they'll launch each year, which is awesome. Obviously, black and tan is in this. There's some, I would call it a denim bluish gray that's in this. If it's gray, it comes out more bluish in what you get there with the plaid. But a great color combination, great hat. I run, for some reason with their flat caps, I typically order both an extra large and a double extra large because sometimes the extra large just fits a little bit too small. This is an extra large and it fit true to size this time. So I'm super happy with it. Love this cap. Neutral colors will go with damn near anything. I just can't say enough about this cap. I think it's a good one to add to your collection. Highly recommend it. Unfortunately, right now, the only size they have left is extra small. So if you don't have if you don't have a large brain bucket, you could probably go out there and grab you one of these. But if not, you're probably going to have to grab one on the secondary market. Highly recommend it. The Boston Scally Gilroy edition. All right, guys. I'm going to have some fun with this one. I ain't going to lie. So this is the Neon Shelby, and it is from Alfonso d'Este, and it is sold by Funkybrims. It is big, it is loud, and it is fun. So I have to kind of tell you the story about this. I snagged this one on the secondary market. They only have a couple of sizes left, and they sure as hell don't have my size because my size is relatively common. Got it here, put it on, showed it to my wife, and she's like, oh no. She says, look, you got a big head as it is, and then you got a big head and you got this big floppy, loud, obnoxious hat that you're putting on. It's just not cutting the mustard for her. But not too often do I have something that I can nag her with. So truth be told, I've put this on a couple times this week and left the office and walked out where she could see me. I get the head shakes. So she's not a fan of it. I know some of you may not be either. Look, it's a big hat. It's got a lot of flop, and it is bright. It is bright neon green, bright neon orange. There's yellow in there. There's black in there. It's a loud cap, and it even has a pretty loud liner on the inside too. Kind of some fun stuff. But truth be told, the more and more I put this on, the more and more I like to have fun with it. At first, the gentleman I bought it from, I was like, oh man, it's a no for the wife. But I don't think I'm going to part ways with it yet. The challenge I have with it is figuring out what might go with it. I don't have a lot of oranges or bright greens like that. I think I might have a Dixon or two that this could really pop with, but aside from that, it's not going to go with my normal black t-shirts or gray t-shirts or blue t-shirts. So I got to find what the right mix is going to be, and I definitely want to hold on to it so I can kind of just have those little things I can poke my wife in the side with a little bit, to let her know that I still kind of like it. At any rate, I've had fun with this. I think it's a really cool hat. It is, if I remember right, looking it up, it's water resistant. It is made of wool. It's not a bad cap. It's a newsboy cap in no other way, shape, or form. It's a true newsboy cap. Lots of flop, lots of drape, and it is a big cap. So not everybody might be able to rock this, but it's out there. It's available. And again, this is Funkybrims Neon Shelby. Look it up, take a peek at it, and I welcome your feedback on what you think of it. Thank you, guys. This is the third cap, and I'll be back in just a minute. There you have it, folks. 3 unique and very different hats that I introduced you to. I hope this is helpful. I hope you've enjoyed taking a peek at the hats that I'm sharing with you. Again, my teaser hat, I'll introduce you to it next week. But taking a quick peek at some of the latest and greatest stuff that's been going on out there in the socials. Swisher Apparel, Todd Swisher, is coming out with another hat this Friday, the 27th. And it's going to look a little something like this. I can't wait to see that one and to probably go ahead and order one. So we're waiting for you, Todd. Looking forward to that release. Funkybrims has a release on Monday, the 23rd. They're doing 6 different St. Patrick's Day hats with Hales collabs. There's the Feelin' Lucky line, and there's the Green Cheyenne line. So many hats to choose from. If there's not one there that doesn't fit your style, I'd be shocked. Newsboys, flat caps, some great t-shirts, some great flannels. My God, man, you got to grab one of those if you can. On Tuesday this coming week, the Gentleman's Roundtable out here is going to host Ryan, the owner from Peaky Hat, who will be their guest on that episode. And Ryan has made a post that has suggested that he's going to share with us a sneak peek of something that's very anticipated and up and coming. So I can't wait to see what he's going to tease us with. And last but not least, Strakowski man, they're making some waves in our community with the release of the radio days. And now I'm seeing a lot of you guys going out and snagging some of the other ones that are out there. Keep in mind, some of their hats ship directly from U.S. warehouses, and you don't have to pay as much when it comes to the tariffs or the customs fees. So that Radio Days cap sitting right there, I'm going to include that in our review in the very near future. I can't wait to share that with you. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. I really like doing this, and I really like the feedback and support that I've had from you guys in this community. So thank you. I think I'm done with this episode, and I think I need to go mess with my wife. Have a great weekend and a wonderful week ahead, guys. See ya.